I'm good too, thanks for asking. Come on. Is this a bad time to tell you that I projectile vomit every time I do public speaking? Is it a little too late for that? Alright, well let's cross our fingers. Do you ever plan your day and make the mistake of planning your day as if you were a reasonable person? I did that last night. All I had to do is I had one class at 1 in the afternoon. And I'm like, who in the hell would need to set an alarm for a class that starts at 1 in the afternoon? This guy. I was completely late to my class at 1 in the afternoon, which is kind of a bad omen because I'm trying to go to school to be a teacher. That's going to scare the shit out of you after you hear the rest of my set. But I wanted to be a boxer, but then I found out I would be a welterweight if I were a boxer, and that's just no good for my self-esteem. Yeah, so basically I'm going to school to be a teacher. I've been having a couple of misgivings about that. I have 3 main misgivings. And number 1 is I don't want to have to be anywhere, like at any certain time. So that's true what they say about marijuana in that regard. You just don't want to be anywhere. Number 2 is if I'm going to live in poverty, I might as well be able to do drugs. So maybe comedy would be better in that regard. And number 3, I've been sexually active for about 5 years now, and I still haven't been able to teach a single man how to go down on me, so, right? So teaching might not be for me. Last time I said that joke, I almost lost my boyfriend, but I got propositioned by a hairy guy with a mohawk and a beard, so I decided to keep it. I was raised in a Jewish and Catholic household, so white guilt is essentially a second language to me. I know all about what it's like to feel guilty about everything. And to add it all up, I'm obviously liberal because the Jew side took over a little bit. So I'm a liberal, white, Catholic, Jewish girl. And so I know all about guilt. We're guilty about war, about poverty, about keeping the minorities down. Not only is it incredibly time-consuming keeping minorities down, we actually feel bad about it. Like, we really do. So we have to do these little things that make us feel better about ourselves, make ourselves feel a little bit less guilty. So what we like to do is we like to protest Walmart. Because not only do they treat their workers like shit, and they decimate the local economy, and all these unspeakable things they do, you have to think about the tiny Asian babies. Like, we feel bad for the tiny Asian babies. Like, they shouldn't be making our sweaters and our sneakers. They should be going to school. We feel bad for that, and we don't like the Waldmans to profit off of these tiny Asian babies. But we still want affordability and convenience and good low prices. So luckily some genius invented Target for us, which is probably essentially the same thing, but I don't know, maybe a little bit classier. Yeah, so we go to Target and we feel a little bit better about ourselves because at least it's not Walmart. And so that's good news. God damn, you guys suck. Okay, you don't suck. You kind of suck. But I don't really know where I was going to go with that, but that's my time. That light came on way too quick. I love you all. I retract my last statement. Have a good